Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a great day. So, I've been reflecting a lot over the past few days. Had a conversation with these two young men over at the auto glass place, and one of the things that popped up was, you know, how come we don't get taught, financial education when we're in school? And I had mentioned to them that they should read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in Queens and the Bronx in New York, mainly the Bronx. Spent my kid years there, and because I grew up in the neighborhood, you know, you learn how to hustle. You learn how to make a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there, running errands for people, that kind of stuff, washing cars, doing that kind of stuff. Yes, people wash cars in the city, you know, use the water from the fire hydrants, that kind of thing. So that book, if you're from that kind of area, will make very quick sense to you. That mentality of finding another way to make a dollar, right? I feel that you'll find a lot more entrepreneurs or people that are entrepreneurially minded from, urban areas. Still, that's the education we get. We don't get the formal education about this is what a bank can do. This is what, insurance is, just broad stroke things. This is what stocks are. These are what options are. This is what you can do with regard to money. This is what these are investment terms, those kinds of things. We don't get that. I mean, I got half a year of home ec when I was in high school, and I went to one of the best high schools in the country, the Bronx High School of Science. At the time, I think it was ranked within the top 10 in the country, private and public schools. It's a badass school. But you didn't get that. So it's not a surprise that a lot of people right now do not understand how finance works, how money works, how the economy works, how traditional finance works. What is, centralized finance? What is decentralized finance? It might be easier for people right now to start Googling things, start binging things, yodeling things, just going to research about that. But one of the things I would tell you to do is, even if you don't come from the hood, go read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There are concepts in there that will ring true for you. They will absolutely ring true. Go search for Robert Kiyosaki on YouTube and listen to one of his interviews. It's like the interview that broke the internet or something like that. Just go search for that. It will give you some really good insights about what you need to know to lay your foundation on how to move onward and upward. I don't teach my kids to move forward. I teach my kids to move onward and upward. And that term to me came from, the late, great Dr. Brindle. He was my junior high school principal. Sousa, stand up. So for me, that's the foundation that made me start thinking about not just how to make money, but what can I do with my money to make more money, right? One of the lessons that I learned was, you have to at least look like you're making money to make money. Then I started realizing the different concepts that I hate to use the term, different classes of people use to move on with their lives, right? Financially. The more money you have, the broader different of a concept you have, right? So when my kids were younger, I started teaching them there's a difference between entrepreneurs and employees. Entrepreneurs have employees. Okay. So this is all that's in my head when I go forward and I do my research. So, recognizing that Michigan is going to be only the 14th state in the United States that's going to, make mandatory personal finance. Let that wash over you, because that seems like a basic thing, doesn't it? It is. Only the 14th state to make that a mandatory thing. If you have that as a foundation, you can start to see things not the way I see things, but you'll start to see things that you wouldn't have before. You'll start to make note of things that you wouldn't have made note of before. Such as, a couple of weeks ago, we started talking, after FTX, you started talking about Genesis. And all of a sudden, everything quieted down about Genesis. Why is that? Because they're keeping you focused over here on the shiny thing, which is the whole FTX debacle. Idiots like Kevin O'Leary are trying to make you think about, I take that back. He's not an idiot. He's a very smart man. I'm just ticked off at him, so I apologize for that. But this man is, just throwing shade at Binance and CZ. Oh, it's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. How? They want you looking over there. They want you to start thinking about blockchain as one thing and crypto as another. They don't want you to see them as going hand in hand. They want you concentrating on crypto is bad, blockchain is good. And the reason why is because all of traditional finance is focused on blockchain technology, whether they're using their own rolled blockchain or another chains. Okay? So JP Morgan has their own blockchain technology, and they use JP Coin. However, they do business with other banks, as I've reported on, that will actually bring forward Aave, Polygon, and other coins. The UN is leveraging USDC and the Stellar Network to move money, to move assets to various people around the world. That says crypto's not going anywhere. Okay? Crypto is the next thing. It's not even next. It's here now. It's not about hodling. It's about using. It's about adoption. Okay? So you can save money, save digital assets the same way you would save money, and you can also use them. Okay? You can do both at the same time. You're allowed. I have two sets of wallets. One where I hold stuff, another one where I use stuff. You can do the same thing. Do your own research and pay attention. So I'm looking at things this week. I'm looking at more, idiot comments from Elizabeth Warren about coming down hard on crypto. I'm looking at what could come out of the whole Genesis, Grayscale, DCG debacle that's going on, right? Because you have Grayscale selling some assets. Some people are thinking it's to cover, some things that are going on at Genesis, and obviously DCG owning both is going to could have a problem. So I'm looking for more issues there. I'm looking for more moves by U.S. lawmakers and also lawmakers around the world that aren't taking the time to think pragmatically about what should happen going forward with crypto. I'm also looking at more defense coming from Binance, considering they've already proven that they're over allocated or allocated. No, they're funded. They're well funded. I forgot the exact term. I apologize. They're fine. It is over allocated. They have more than enough money to cover. If there was a bank run 100% today, they could cover it. And they've proven it a few times. I'm looking for more news around that. I'm looking for more news that's desperately trying to get you to look over there and focus over there and not look over here. This is the week to do your own research. Start doing your own research so that you can hit 2023 strong. This is what I'm seeing for the next week, right, as we approach the holidays. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope what I'm doing helps you. If you have questions, if I can, somebody corrected me, I greatly appreciate it. Caught that in another video. That is awesome. I'm looking for a dialogue. That's what I'm looking for. Me and my kids want to learn. We want to share what we have, and we want to learn from you as well. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. Have a good one. Bye-bye.